Siberian elm is a weedy tree native to Asia. It was intentionally introduced to the United States by the early 1900s and was subsequently planted widely, especially on the Great Plains, as an ornamental, shelter belt, and windbreak species. It is resistant to the highly damaging Dutch elm disease, and some of its genes have been used in elm breeding programs. Siberian elm has been reported throughout most of North America, but is especially problematic in the West. Siberian elm is a very hardy and highly adaptive species. It can be found on dry sites as well as along moist stream banks. Although it prefers well-drained, fertile soil and full sun, it can be very competitive and invasive in poor, dry soils in cold areas with long summer drought. In the Northwest, it is frequently found in or along roadsides, urban areas, disturbed hillsides, and riparian areas. Heavy infestations of Siberian elm exclude and prevent the germination of native riparian plant species, and they may alter river stage levels and climax communities. In the Midwest, Siberian elm hybridizes with the native slippery elm, prompting conservation concerns for slippery elm. Siberian elm is a fast-growing deciduous tree. Although plants can resprout from stems and sucker from the roots, this is most frequent following damage, and plants generally spread by seed. Seeds may germinate throughout the growing season, but most germinate in spring. Young plants quickly develop a deep taproot, which becomes a branching and widely spreading lateral root system at maturity. Mature trees are 30 to 60 feet tall and typically have one main trunk that divides into several large, ascending branches, which eventually subdivide into smaller branches and very abundant, slender twigs. This species is prone to storm damage from wind, snow, and ice, causing breakage of branches and twigs that can litter the ground and give the tree an ungainly and ragged appearance. Trunk bark is gray, rough-textured, and irregularly furrowed, while twigs are light brown to reddish-brown and smooth. Leaves are alternate, elliptic, 3/4 to 2 inches long, and 1/3 to 1 inch across. Leaves have prominent veins and singly toothed margins. The upper leaf surface is medium green and hairless, and the underside may or may not have small hairs along major veins. Flowering occurs in late winter to early spring, before the leaves develop. Flowers are produced along branches in small clusters of 5 to 15. Each yellow-green flower is tiny and non-showy and less than an 1/8 inch across. Each gives rise to a flat, circular fruit up to a 1/2 inch across, consisting of one seed in the center, surrounded by a wide, membranous wing. Fruits are light green initially, but turn tan-colored at maturity. They are readily distributed by wind and water throughout summer and can germinate within 2 weeks of dissemination. A single tree may produce thousands of seeds annually. Leaves turn yellow for a short period during the autumn before falling to the ground, and trees grow new leaves the following spring. Trees typically live 50 to 100 years. Unrelated birch and alder trees are similar to Siberian elm by having leaves with obvious veins and toothed margins. Both differ in that their flowers are produced in dense, non-showy inflorescences called catkins. In Midwestern and Western North America, Siberian elm is most likely to be confused with other elm species, which all have a similar growth form, toothed elliptical leaves, tiny non-showy flowers, and winged fruit. Leaves of the native American elm and slippery elm have doubly toothed margins, have more asymmetrical bases, and are larger, typically greater than 3 inches long compared to the 1 to 2 inches of Siberian elm. The fruits of Siberian elm are hairless. Those of American elm have dense, fine hairs around their margins, and the fruits of slippery elm have hairs only over the seed but not around the margins. The introduced Chinese elm has similar leaves to Siberian elm, but the plant differs by having flaky trunk bark, and it flowers much later in summer or fall.